Crash Course on United States of America, USA. The United States of America, commonly referred to as the United States or simply America, is a federal republic located in North America. It is the world's third largest country by land area and the third most populous, with over 331 million people. The country is bordered by Canada to the north, Mexico to the south, and the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans on the east and west coasts, respectively. The United States is known for its diverse geography, which includes everything from sprawling metropolises to rugged mountains, rolling plains, and sun-kissed beaches. Its people are equally diverse, with a melting pot of cultures from around the world represented throughout the country. English is the official language, but Spanish, Chinese, and other languages are also widely spoken. The history of the United States is rich and complex, and there are countless stories and examples that illustrate its unique character. Here are just a few. 1. The American Revolution. The United States was founded on the principles of liberty and democracy, and the American Revolution is a defining moment in the country's history. Beginning in 1765 with protests against British taxes, the revolution ultimately resulted in the United States declaring its independence in 1776. The war lasted until 1783, with the United States emerging victorious and establishing itself as a new nation. 2. The Wild West. The western frontier of the United States was once a lawless land, full of cowboys, outlaws, and gold prospectors. Stories of gunfights, saloons, and stagecoach robberies are common in the lore of the Wild West. One famous figure from this era is Jesse James, a notorious outlaw who became a folk hero for his daring robberies. 3. The Civil War. The United States was torn apart by the Civil War, which lasted from 1861 to 1865. The conflict was fought over issues of slavery and states' rights, and it ultimately resulted in the abolition of slavery and the preservation of the Union. The war is remembered for its many battles, including the first major battle at Bull Run, the bloodiest battle at Antietam, and the final battle at Appomattox. 4. Hollywood. The United States is home to Hollywood, the epicenter of the global film industry. Hollywood has produced some of the most iconic movies of all time, including classics like Casablanca, The Godfather, and Star Wars. Hollywood is also known for its celebrity culture, with stars like Marilyn Monroe, Elvis Presley, and Audrey Hepburn becoming cultural icons. 5. The space race. In the mid-20th century, the United States and the Soviet Union engaged in a race to space, with each country striving to be the first to put a man on the moon. The United States ultimately won the race in 1969, when astronaut Neil Armstrong famously stepped onto the lunar surface and declared, "That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind." 6. 9/11. On September 11, 2001, terrorists attacked the United States, killing nearly 3,000 people in a series of coordinated attacks on the World Trade Center in New York City, the Pentagon in Washington, D.C., and a plane that crashed in Pennsylvania. The attacks were a turning point in the country's history, and they led to a renewed focus on national security and the fight against terrorism. 7. Silicon Valley. The United States is also home to Silicon Valley, a hub of technology and innovation located in the San Francisco Bay Area. Companies like Apple, Google, and Facebook have all been born in Silicon Valley, and the region continues to attract entrepreneurs and innovators from around the world. 8. Hurricane Katrina. In 2005, Hurricane Katrina struck the Gulf Coast of the United States, causing widespread devastation and loss of life. The storm caused massive flooding in New Orleans, leading to one of the largest evacuations in U.S. history. The disaster highlighted the country's vulnerabilities to natural disasters and the need for improved disaster response and preparedness. 9. Black Lives Matter. In recent years, the Black Lives Matter movement has gained prominence in the United States, calling for an end to systemic racism and police brutality against black people. The movement has sparked protests and demonstrations across the country, leading to increased awareness of racial inequality and a renewed focus on social justice. 10. The 2020 presidential election. In 2020, the United States held a presidential election that was closely watched around the world. The election saw incumbent President Donald Trump facing off against former Vice President Joe Biden, with Biden ultimately emerging victorious. The election was marked by controversy, with allegations of voter fraud and a storming of the Capitol building by Trump supporters. These stories and examples are just a small sample of the rich history and culture of the United States. From its founding principles of freedom and democracy to its modern struggles with social justice and political polarization, the United States is a complex and fascinating country with much to offer. Relationship with Canada. The United States and Canada share the longest international border in the world, spanning over 8,891 kilometers, 5,525 miles, from the Atlantic Ocean in the east to the Pacific Ocean in the west. The two countries also share many cultural, economic, and historical ties, making their relationship one of the closest and most important in the world. The United States and Canada have a long history of collaboration, dating back to the War of 1812 when they fought together against British forces. Since then, the two countries have maintained a peaceful relationship, with only minor disputes over issues like border control and trade. Today, the United States and Canada are each other's largest trading partners. They share a free trade agreement, the North American Free Trade Agreement, NAFTA, which was signed in 1994 and has since been updated to become the United States-Mexico-Canada Agreement, USMCA. The agreement has eliminated most trade barriers between the two countries and has helped to promote economic growth and job creation on both sides of the border. The two countries also cooperate on a wide range of other issues, including border security, environmental protection, and defense. The United States and Canada share intelligence and law enforcement information to combat terrorism and other threats, and they also work together to manage the shared waters of the Great Lakes and other transboundary resources. While the United States and Canada share many similarities, there are also some differences in their political and social systems. Canada has a parliamentary system of government, with a prime minister as the head of government, while the United States has a presidential system with a president as both the head of state and head of government. Additionally, Canada has a universal healthcare system, while the United States does not. Despite these differences, the United States and Canada remain close allies and partners. The two countries regularly exchange high-level visits, and their leaders often work together to address shared challenges and opportunities. Overall, the relationship between the United States and Canada is one of mutual respect and cooperation, based on shared values and interests. Here is a poem on USA. Land of the free, home of the brave. A nation born of rebellion and brave. From sea to shining sea. A place of diversity and opportunity. From the forests of the Pacific Northwest to the sandy beaches of the Southeast. From the mountains of the Rockies to the rolling hills of the Midwest. America, you are a tapestry of cultures, religions, and histories. From Native Americans to immigrants. You are a melting pot of humanity. Your cities are bustling and bright, with towering skyscrapers and neon lights. Your countryside is vast and sprawling, with amber waves of grain and open skies calling. You are a land of dreamers and doers. A place where hard work can lead to grandeur. You are a beacon of hope and freedom. A land where opportunity knows no bounds. America, you are a work in progress. A nation of contradictions and complexities. But despite your flaws and imperfections, you remain a symbol of hope and inspiration. So let us honor your past and present, and work towards a brighter future, heaven sent. For you are a nation like no other. A land of the free, home of the brave forever. We hope this video has given you a taste of all the incredible experiences Canada has to offer. If you're ready to start planning your own adventure to Canada, please ensure to use our Booking.com referral link. https://www.booking.com/index.html?aid equals 7989335 to book your flights, hotels, car rentals, local attractions, and more. It's an easy and kind way to support this channel and make sure you get the best possible deals on your trip. Thank you. An Hub Metaverse Team at Vancouver, Canada, CA.